I like that we had like two tries to be professional. I just carried the mouse there. And now it's like, fuck it, just tell me that it works.
Mm-hmm.
Are we live?
We are.
Are you fucking with me?
No.
No, don't fuck.
No, I'm really not fucking with you.
What's going on?
This podcast is meant to be unprofessional.
What the fuck was that sound though? Like what the fuck just
I don't know.
blinked again.
Oh my god.
So we've been trying to we said hello like at least 3 times.
Jeez.
And now because we don't have anything set up like professional podcasts do with like a card and some music for 10 minutes before it starts so people have a chance to gather in. We don't have that shit. We don't have fucking not even a reliable computer we can count on. We don't even have a button here on the desk. Like we have a couple of buttons. Show the people your buttons, Paul.
Oh shit.
How
is this pretty boy? Lance Flair.
What are you talking about? Right, but we don't have a stupid button for like stream, which is stupid. So the first 2 tries, we even tried having the mouse here and clicking stream and then just pretending like we're cool. All of that went to shit, so ultimately I had to reset some shit, and now you got this shit intro. What's going on, people? Paul?
I'm sharing the podcast.
All right, nobody's in anyway, so like I said, we'll take about 5 minutes to share this stupid shit so people can join in. Imagine a card, professional card.
Do.
How about we just... Okay, should we? Don't. You're making my ears bleed, dude. But we have to have to stand really still.
We can stand like this, and after 5 minutes, like...
I think people will be gone. All right.
And we have to put the mannequin challenge music on,
Yeah. The podcast didn't start yet, motherfuckers. We're in that card mode. Ah, fuck, dude.
What?
Girls just... Sometimes you really have to be patient. Because God knows...
Can't live with them. Can't live without them.
Don't. Just don't.
Wait, I'm posting it on...
Let's call this the pre-show warm-up.
Mm-hmm.
So just say pre-show warm-up every 10 seconds so people know we haven't started yet.
Like a watermark, Pre-show warm-up.
Audio jungle. Hold on. Let me share.
I did already.
On my channel?
Your commercial.
Let me use the other fucking things I have. I never fucking post.
Ionuț Ciobanu, Răzvan Enache.
What?
The other accounts.
What accounts?
Your accounts.
Oh my god, dude. Hold on. How come I'm not getting the fucking live thing?
Go on videos.
I'm so old. Your channel. Oh, here he is. There we go. Didn't fucking Facebook used to be like when you pressed share from YouTube? Now that they're competitors, I guess they just decided to tell Facebook to suck it. And I think Facebook cut down on the way YouTube video are published and all this shit. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
All right. Facebook. Fucking hate social media.
Let's see if people see something.
See? Told you it didn't fucking work.
Cheers, Paulie. Cheers to you. That's for sure.
Fuck.
Where your letter at?
Well, we have somebody watching.
Yeah, I think 9 people.
Pre-show warm-up.
Pre-show warm-up.
This is a card before the actual podcast starts. Because we don't have anything set up properly yet.
Come to think of it, it's much more professional the way we do it, because even the card, like the pre-warm-up card, is live. You know, it's us live. Pre-show warm-up.
Yeah, but then people get to actually see how much we suck when we don't like actually start talking and stuff. When we actually work as a team, we're like, hey, a good buddy. Yeah, every hour and so.
Yes, we already shared it on Instagram and Facebook, so it's okay. This live and the last live, people said they don't get any notification from Facebook.
Well, why the fuck would they, man? If Facebook...
Oh, from YouTube, sorry.
Yeah, if YouTube would have helped me, maybe I would have had a chance. Fuck them. Like, they never...
Maybe they didn't click on the bell.
I don't think it's that, because I think I made an episode about this. They keep fucking with you, like, your attention is limited, so they can put 1,000 little bells. Now they have to prioritize the fucking bells, because there's too many bells, and they have no, like, YouTube cap. I've talked about this a few months ago, right? So if they have no cap, then we all can have 10 billion subscribers, but it's the same fucking subscribers. I have, like, 20 people fucking... 20 channels per week, just fucking subscription for 2 years. I must have 1,000 channels, and then I can't pay attention to all of them. So even if I press the bells for everything, now they have to prioritize bells, and it's like a Ponzi scheme where they fuck with your attention. It's on us, dude. It's on us. Wait. Don't even. I have stuff to do.
Pre-show warm-up.
Pre-show warm-up. Dude, you want to talk about ASRM? How cool is it when ice just fucking drops in cold and warm water and just starts cracking?
ASMR? You mean ASMR?
What did I say?
ASRM.
Whatever. You know I'm dyslexic.
Richard Branson is dyslexic. Also billionaire. Someone said, should I start reading the comments, or are we still
we're
in
not
the
live yet. I was like 5
pre-show
minutes.
warm-up?
I fucking like Pete from Vegas. I'm supposed to have a call with him, and now I'm doing live podcast, so at least I shared the link with him and told him I own a phone call. Pete, talk to you in a bit, buddy. Let me do this podcast first. Pre-show warm-up. You know what? I'm so dumb I left my fucking cup. Did the title translate?
Yep.
Weed addiction. Good.
Pre-show warm-up.
Pre-show warm-up. Hey, before we start, you see the title, right? So, you motherfuckers, if you come here, you better be honest. If you smoke weed, if you don't smoke weed, if you do, why? Are you addicted? Are you not? Are you honest with yourself? Are you, Paul?
I try to.
If you don't smoke, do you judge other people like I used to when I was a kid?
No.
No, I used to be the harshest motherfucker. These hippie cunts. You know.
I used to judge, but just realized that doesn't do any good, and you just consume your energy on...
So you just take the savior route, not the savior, the I know better route, like poor lost souls. Fuck
No, saving your energy is like half of it, but the other half is just people can do whatever. If you have to live your life like you want to.
Yeah, but you could argue that if you have true friends, they will fucking at least warn you about it. That's how I used to roll when I had friends.
Oh no, yeah, but if it's something like, there are gray, it's a gray area, but...
Yeah, but gray is relative, right? There's at least 50 shades of it.
Yeah, but...
Fucking movie. And thank you. If I'm going to burn those buttons, Paul, if you use them. But yeah, so it's relative. So people can be, you can be like, I am a good friend to him because I just let him live how he lives. Or you could be more of a paternal figure to your friends, which, let's face it, it's fucking annoying. But every once in a while, it could be like, dude, I think you're fucking wasting your life. I think that fucking hair doesn't suit you. Not in this state anyway. Maybe it needs to be brushed. Maybe it needs to be kissed by some sort of male figure. It makes you feel... I don't know, somewhere, somehow, like you want to take care of it. Sometimes what I'm saying, Paul, is sometimes you got to be honest with your friends, man. and you maybe they hate you for the moment, but then afterwards, once they come to realize that maybe you were trying to help, even if maybe not very inspired in an inspired way, then maybe they'll be better friends. Like, dude, this is the guy who was real with me, and I thank him for that. That's what you like to think, because I used to be one of these people. Not like I'm not telling people how to live their life in front of like tens of people. Right, but I used to, it's fucking annoying. You do become some sort of like, what are you, fucking messiah, dude? Call me tits. But yeah, yeah, I know,
you could
right?
say so.
I know.
No, but
you could do it to girls, because if you actually put them on a good path, they'll appreciate it and touch your penis. But except for that,
it makes me tingle.
For overall, like, your friends are just people, and like, I don't know. It's a thin line, all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a thin line, but that's what I was saying with the gray stuff, with the gray area, because if one of my friends thinks about suicide, I mean, that's not in the gray area. That's way beyond, and you can tell them and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, but statistically, sorry to interrupt you, like I always do, but statistically, people who are suicidal won't say it. Like, a lot of them. So, like,
yeah, that's true.
What I'm trying to say, it wouldn't be that obvious, no matter if it's suicide or something like lighter. People will try to lighten themselves that, I should know. My old man was a functioning alcoholic, but he was always an alcoholic. Goddamn genes, son. I might not like alcohol that much, but look at me lighting up with doobie every time I start this podcast.
Yeah, but
Switch to your face.
you could. I did.
Right.
You could do, like, you can apply this strategy. You have the idea that one of your friends started going in a bad route, but then you leave them time to see if they kind of stray from it or just go down that path. And after some time, you can say something, like give them, I don't know, 6 months or something like that. 6 months is a good period of time for an experiment.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, who's your best friend? Tell him. Give him a shout out.
Steph și Robert.
2, you pussy. You couldn't just pull the trigger, could you?
No, it's this.
All right. They both touch you in different ways. I get it. So they're your best friends, right? But how often do you keep an eye on them on that level that you say, whoa, I think he's going down a bad path. I should keep an eye on him for 6 months. You don't, man. You don't, because it's too much noise and you can barely handle your fucking life.
But if you see something like if you see a red flag once, you say nothing, and then if you see it again or the third time, you say something, but not on the first red flag.
Yeah, but sometimes you might get doubtful afterwards, because the way I found it is just spit it out. I might fuck up every once in a while, but they'll be sure to tell me, right? Or maybe I'll touch a string, like you said, too fast. But overall, if you keep it like, I'll keep an eye on him, maybe you'll try to justify his. I go by instinct. I call it out, and I do it with a lot of things too. But I just get it out. I'm trying to balance it. I always have, but statistically, I've been more right than I was wrong when it comes to this shit. So I rather just say it and be the dumb guy every now and a while, rather than, I don't know, maybe see a friend go down a bad path.
But if you leave them more time to, it's not necessarily
but it's not like you don't leave them time. Like I know you're fucking up, dude, and you give them this ultimatum, and you just be like, dude, I'm worried about you. You need to keep this shit in check. I have my flaws, and maybe they'll empathize in a second.
But from what I saw is that people usually tend to prefer their truth, not other people's truth. Even if they're true, they don't want to accept it because they want to think that they are the ones who...
Yeah, we all think we have the answer, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. So if you leave them more time without seeing anything in the first place, maybe they will become...
Come to them conclusion themselves.
Yeah, and then not do it.
Tell that to a heroin addict.
You press the trigger.
He sure made it. I know it's an extreme case, fuck face, but there's a lot of a lot of little addictions, and maybe not addictions, maybe just ways of self-sabotaging or some shit that people go through because of psychological reasons that you never can tell, and then they never do anything about it, and before it's too late, and then by that time people shy away from them, and maybe you weren't a good enough friend to not give it a try. I'm not saying be a cunt. I'm saying say it, and basically if you do say it along your lifetime, people will, including your friends, will know that you mean, I mean, you're an asshole, but maybe you just say it because you're dumb sometimes, so they'll give you a slip if you're consistent with that. But we're getting too vague now. We're still in the pre-show warm-up. I think we should get started.
Yep.
Do we have anybody live?
Yep. We also got some comments.
We're going to start with the comments, man. Come on. Let them say hello to each other for a bit. You say hello to the people. We start in 3, a 2, a 1.
Hello, people.
Hello, people.
Yeah.
Now we finally start this podcast. Today's subject is, at least the start of it, is weed addiction. So I'm addicted to weed, I think. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'm not, but hear me out. First of all, weed, I think, is beneficial to humanity. I remember some stand-up comedian, Paul, like, I'm not sure who, but there's this basic joke that if you just spray weed across all these fighting countries, they would just chill the fuck out for a second. And I truly believe it. It opens your synapses. It makes you creative. It makes you active, right? It helps with pain, the CBD part of it. It puts parentheses on the future and the past. Makes sex better because you take your time. It makes food better. Too better. Too much. Way too better.
Too much better.
Too much better. It can never be good enough. Oh, yes, it can. But it has its downsides too. And there are people who smoke weed and people who don't smoke weed. For people who don't smoke weed, shut the fuck up. Please try it. And don't try just starting out with that mindset that, oh shit, this is a drug. It's like it's legal in half the fucking world, man. Chill the fuck out. It's not a hard drug. We can talk about those too. It's thank God, I don't have problems in that direction, but chill the fuck out and actually try it. Like for a weekend, put yourself in different situations and do it. You want to talk about benefits, man? There's nothing compared to putting on a little music, creating some good lighting in your room, maybe waiting for the girl you invited over with a towel or something, and like none of that let's watch a movie bullshit. You came here to fuck and I am waiting to fuck you, but in like a very polite way. You should want to touch your body. You fucking lay her down, give her the best massage you can. You pretended you looked up on YouTube, but it's kind of instinctively of what you think would feel good, right? You do all that shit. You pull, you make sure she's your fucking shoulder, like getting tense and shit, and then you spread her legs and you give her a doobie and let her smoke half of it while she goes into that zone where every fucking thought connects, and then you have the other half while she's tending to your tender regions, right? And then you have the best sex of your life, right? I'll be honest, in my addiction, I don't even fucking masturbate without weed anymore, dude. I mean, I can, but it's so fucking boring. I mean, you can go on a few days without, busting your nut, and we'll talk about those days of accumulating too, right? But then you want to just pump it out. The best thing with weed is if you just smoke it, even if you watch porn, or even if you're with a girl you like, it just makes you see more connections. You see a little smile she has, you recognize it from when you said a little joke. She fucking deep throats a little bit because she wants to show off. You see that gaggy face, a girl does, because what the fuck, you're shoving something hard up her throat. You imagine maybe a little bit of something when you gave her something to taste, a little thing, and she went like this, and you see all these little connections, and it makes it much more intimate in a way, and also freeing in some way. So on the sex side, dude, it's awesome. The problem is it has downsides too. It makes you fucking lose your shit, makes you go in this little bubble, can make you feel cool or whatever, but done excessively, I think it can fuck up your life real bad. The best thing about weed is that you're a great planner when you smoke it. Dude, you smoke a joint tonight, you're all relaxed, everything is going, everything you see is interesting. You'll be like, oh, tomorrow, man, I'm putting my life together, or whatever the fuck, right? You're so full of optimism because you feel good. You don't think about the stresses of the future or the failures of the past. You just feel good. You're in the moment. It's perfect. And then you wake up the second day, dry ass fucking mouth, zero fucking energy. And then you're like, let's light another doobie, because, you need to get it going. And then you lost another fucking day. God knows. I know. Do you guys know? Right. Give me a second, because I have cotton mouth.
People are very active in the comments.
Good. I missed you fuckers. Go ahead.
Somebody said that this is so good. Podcast.
What?
Podcast.
What the fuck does that mean? Podcast. All right. I like the one Joe Rogan did when he was wearing an astronaut suit. Just high as fuck. I saw this great joke, but I'm going sideways. Go ahead.
Weed is nice as long as you don't abuse it. Just the same with drugs and everything. Of course.
Well, yeah, but we're trying to get to the details here.
When I was little, my mom said even poison is good in small doses, because they use poison like from the snakes in making
antidotes.
Yeah, so it's a good thing to know.
All right.
Yeah, people fantasize about the old commercial.
All right. Let's get back to On Point. We'll talk to them a bit later once they have a chance to settle and focus and maybe think about what the fuck they're doing. All right. So sex is awesome, but when it comes to downsides, you can also overdo weed. I don't fucking understand these kids nowadays. Like my cousin, dude, he fucking gave me a joint and I puffed from it. It destroyed me. Like, that's not how you're supposed to smoke. You don't make like from 1 gram of weed like 3 joints, man. I'm closer to microdosing, which is like more like, I know you don't have any terminal relativity, like professional, but I do like 7, 8 joints. I'm saying it like, everybody has this limit, and I draw the line in the sand, and now I'm better because I have that. No, but it works for me. I can be functional. If I have a tough day, it takes my edge, but also if I get too much into it, it fucks you. Same with sex. It's all good. You fucking do it too much, then you get too distracted. Then maybe your dick doesn't stay that hard. It's fucking happening. It happened to me more than once. Be sure of that. And it's like too much. You have to find the level for you in rapport to how you're living your life today. Because if tomorrow you start going to the gym and your metabolism picks up, maybe you can handle a bit more, a bigger dose, and maybe your dick stays a bit harder because you have better circulation. So it's all a variable, and you have to find the way to smoke weed. That's a downside. Another downside is if you don't take care of your dry mouth and everything. This is like in the moment issues. Like you can just try to start to get sleepy, which is another thing. There are 2 types of people in this world. There's people who get sleepy on weed and people who light up on weed. And as an insomniac, it never fucking helped me sleep. Not the best fucking like sleeping weed. Never did. Sativa, indica, didn't fucking matter. Hybrids. It always lights up my synapses. It makes me chatty. Makes me horny if I'm in the right circumstance. And by that I mean in like McDonald's or something.
Somewhere where kids are.
Easy. It's a sensitive times for stupid jokes. Fuck them. Yeah. The problem is, I'm sure there's a lot of sides of weed. It's good for a lot of things, and we'll get back to them. My fucking problem is, I don't think I'm addicted to weed, dude. I'm addicted to nicotine, and that's a whole different fucking subject. Here's the difference from my like fucking 100 US viewers, right? The difference between smoking weed and smoking weed with tobacco in it, which is called a spliff here in Europe and in the UK. And that's a spliff, right? We smoke more spliffs. The difference between that is that weed, you can have a puff and then it'll take you that zone. Nicotine also adds this little rush. It's good. It's the only rush I know because I mostly smoke these, you know, but it's a rush that it's kind of like a mellow, but also a creative rush that you want to speak. All right, what's going on, Pete? Right, so what the fuck was I? Here's another side effect.
Gives you a rush.
Yeah, it gives you a fucking rush, dude. And my problem was always nicotine. And I truly, like, when I hear it, if you follow US media, they say there's no such thing as weed addiction. And I beg to differ. But I think it's escorted by other substances that makes you, they're way more addictive that are mixed with it. And one of it is fucking nicotine. That's the problem. You fucking, it just, the nicotine part of it makes you crave. And then you light up because you missed the nicotine, but you also put weed. That's my case, because some of you know my dad died of lung cancer last year, and right before he died, ironically, I wanted to start quitting cigarettes. I used to smoke like 30 cigarettes per day, right? And when that happened, I was like, I'm smoking weed for like a long time, since I was like 25, 26, but now, what the fuck was I saying? See, Jesus. Weed, dude. Except concentration. It also makes an unprofessional podcast. Who gives a fuck?
Since last year, with your dad.
Right. So I said, let's quit cigarettes. And I fucking started smoking at 20. It was my favorite fucking thing to do. I incorporated it in everything, like all smokers. Before sex, after eating, before getting bored, watching something, when working. It was
when
all
smoking.
Smoking while smoking, right? Like, you can finish that. Smoke another cigarette. So it's like the gesture of it. Y'all know the smokers, right? And I never truly realized until I had an actual nicotine gum how much of the actual rush I got from the nicotine itself, the liquid. You kind of don't separate the two when you start smoking. You just think you like a cigarette, kind of like how I don't fucking, like you fuck a girl and you're a virgin. You're like, this is great. I'm having sex. It doesn't fucking matter. You blow your load, right? But a few years pass, you realized you can't do it without having a finger up your ass and her licking your balls or some shit. So you separate exactly what you like and why. And why you like it is that it's the nicotine rush. The other part of it is the gesture and having something to do while smoking, right? So when I quit cigarettes, I was like, fuck it, I'll only smoke spliffs. But spliffs also have, like, even if I don't smoke 10 cigarettes, 30 cigarettes per day, I still smoke about like 7, right? Or 5 or whatever the fuck goes. And it's also unfiltered. So if it's fucking, you don't know how much damage that does. Maybe it's the same or even worse damage than I used to do with 30 cigarettes with filters, rather than just a carton fucking filter and weed and tobacco. So every time since the past 2 years that I feel stressed, I go, basically I'm a bitch. That's what I'm trying to tell you people. I'm a bitch. Basically, I feel like I need to calm that rush of anxiety and all this work and all these clients and all these problems, right? You quiet it down with like, oh, I'll have a cigarette. And my stupid brain instinctive, like, all right, so I'll be like, I'll roll a joint and I'm not smoking cigarettes. I have to put some weed in it. And then I can justify it to myself as being, I just smoke a joint every now and then. But the truth is that fucking nicotine part of it, that's what I like the most. And the ones of you who are smoking, you motherfuckers know I'm right. you might recognize this in yourselves. It's this fucking thing where you just light another one because you want a cigarette, and then you smoke way more. And once you, even if you microdose like me, once you get past that, I don't know, third joint. This is my third today, right? Since evening came. When you came here at 6 o'clock, I was already lighting one up, right? So once you get past that threshold, you start to not be so, if you're working, you're not so efficient. If you're having fun, you get too phased. So I don't think, truly, at least for me, I don't think there's a weed addiction. I think it's a nicotine problem. And here is what the point of this episode, at least weed is such a complex subject, I'm sure we'll bring it up. But as far as you smokers, and you can write this in the comments, do you think this has an effect? Did you ever flirt with quitting cigarettes and just trying it? Because I tried it. God knows I fucking tried it. That's another reason I don't think I'm addicted to weed. I told my girl last year in November, I was like, fucking no smoking. Joe Rogan just did the Sober October when they don't have anything. And I was like, fucking, I'm always late at the table, but God knows I bring it. So I was like, a month, we don't fucking smoke. And I didn't smoke. But when I did smoke, after a month, I smoked just pure weed, like a normal joint would be in America, but like a little one. Didn't feel like needing more weed-wise. I wanted to light another one because I missed the fucking inhaling part. And I know this is like fucking trying to preach God to an atheist the way I'm talking to you, because you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking to you, Paul. What I'm saying, because Paul doesn't roll with this yet. I didn't. But yeah, for my weed smokers out there, man, I don't think you do need it. I don't think you're addicted to it. I think you just, of course, you like the feeling of it. But for me, honestly, I think I chase more the drag of the nicotine inside it, that rush. And I kind of justify it by it being just a joint every now and then. But no, I'm keeping myself hooked, like Slug from Atmosphere said, like just to that pimp, to that white fucking pimp that just beats my ass every day. Cigarettes, just fucking tobacco. Yeah. So that can roll into years of fucking always procrastinating and maybe doing half steps instead of full steps, getting discouraged, getting in all this fucking like hazy fucking thing. And I should know because I'm barely getting a hang of it, just now, or I'm trying to. By talking to you fuckers, I'm sure I'll find like somebody who held. Let's go fuckface, English activated. At least somebody can like see me and say, you stupid cunt, if I don't fall through. And in the end, I won't care either way. But yeah, if there's any people out there who do have this particular situation, just quit nicotine for a while, or at least have a nicotine gum and try not to smoke, just to see the chemical effect of the nicotine gum. And then smoke, at least people from Europe, smoke the weed separately while you don't have nicotine. You'll see you consume way less weed. Problem is you have to do something with that anxiety, right? Because weed kind of calms you and makes you hazy. But the nicotine, yeah, that fucking drag, that rush, that's what handles your anxiety. And I don't think, I don't know. I think then you have to replace that with something else. What is it called, Paul? Oh, yeah, ambition. I knew about it once. Right. So weed is great. I'm sure weed also is dangerous. Even in the States, maybe people still smoke a lot of it, even if there's no nicotine. But then I wonder how would those people react if they knew about the combination of actual tobacco and fucking... It's cray. Dude, I just found out today that the nicotine is a neurotic. Did you know that? Not a stupid. I'm neurotic. It's a nootropic. It's a nootropic, like a smart drug. It's like in small doses for people who haven't been putting it in their system for the last 12 years abusively. It gives you a little rush, right? And it's supposed to focus you more.
Good stuff.
It was so hard to finish those last 3 words.
I was like...
dude,
you can do it.
The cotton mouth from weed, it's incredible. You just feel your mouth being tar.
Somebody said, so start smoking only weed.
I have another plan, people. Fuck smoking. Fuck smoking entirely. I just like putting stuff. Once I told you I smoked little joints too. It wasn't enough. I either smoked too much little joints, which amounted to an actual joint from like the States, right? Or like a full weight, and then it just get me too fucked up to even like know what the fuck. So I have to dilute it somehow. And the answer to that is edibles. Fucking edibles. Problem is, I'm in a country. Well, now we're in Amsterdam, but you know, when I get back,
of course,
yeah. But when we get back to our country where it's illegal, right? Then you have to like, first of all, I don't know how to cook it. I know you're supposed to make like cannabinoid, I don't fucking know, butter.
Cannababoo.
You make like this butter, right? And then with that butter, you just make a normal tray of cookies, and then it has an effect. And if you calculate the grams, and then you kind of slice that tray of like whatever brownies, right? You can kind of microdose on that and have it be an edible. I think it's 3 times more psychoactive while eating it, so you can get away with a lower dose, but then you have to just fight through the fucking not smoking. So yeah, that's my new plan, people. Like, problem is, I looked up a recipe, right? And you can find them because it's, like I said, it's legal throughout half the world. Canada's fucking States.
And here in Netherlands.
And here in the Netherlands, right? But what the fuck was I saying?
Oh my Jesus.
Hey,
you search
give me a
for,
line. That should be our line. Give me a line, Paul.
You search for the recipe.
Right, dude. Search for the fucking recipe. And just casually, the dudes goes like, and just take, I think, take 1 ounce of weed and just mix it in. And like, and I was listening to it. I was like, the fuck is 1 ounce? You know, because I was doing stuff in the kitchen. So I Googled it. 1 ounce is like 32 grams or something like that. You know, what the fuck are you talking? I don't want to go to jail, dudes. I live in a country like, sure, you have a gram. Oh, fuck off, kid. This is bad for you, says our legals, this system full of communists, right? But 32 grams, that's cray-cray. It's fucking cray-cray. And not to mention the monetary fucking aspect of it, yeah. Right? You fucking buy 32 grams, then you have way bigger problems. It sounds like a lot. It's not a lot, but for a country where it's not legal, it's going to jail, baby.
Not like ours, Netherlands, but
not the one where
we live in. Yeah. No. Yeah. If you could make edible cake, like that cake.
That was supposed to be.
Cake.
Listen, motherfucker. Like for my birthday now, last weekend when I treated y'all, I wanted that cake to be a fucking space cake, but it never. It seemed kind of so complicated. I actually, I bought like, let's say a legal amount, but quite enough. Maybe not so legal.
Legal. It's legal.
Way less than the recipe said. I thought, fuck it, I'll split the recipe in 3 or something like that, right? And that was like 2-3 weeks ago. And I said, fuck it. Until my birthday, I'll make a cake out of this fucking thing. And it's almost over. And made no fucking cake. So I need to really kind of like, I'm very busy now. I have a lot of projects that don't fucking come together. And a lot of unprofessional people I'm dealing with sometimes. But once I'm trying to balance all this shit out in this podcast, and once I got things balanced out, fuck it. No more inhaling, fuck nicotine, and maybe microdosing with edibles. I think that might be for me, at least from this aspect. Yeah.
Somebody said Wiz Khalifa smokes 2 ounces a day. I think.
Dude, am I stupid? Hold on.
Exaggerate. I think
What's 1 ounce in grams?
I think maybe.
Hold on. Siri's fucking with me. What is 1 ounce in grams? It's fucking 28 grams, man. What are you, crazy?
So, yeah, I think it was a joke, over exaggeration.
Maybe. Or maybe, if you have a big fucking posse, like a big group of friends that kiss your ass as an artist, you're like, I bring the weed, you bring the bitches, right? And he smokes like
And he brings the weed,
50
but they don't
grams
bring
a
the
day.
bitches.
I don't think that's doable by one person and still be a great artist like Wizards.
Or functioning person.
I don't know. I don't think so. So I smoke like a gram every, I want to say 3-4 days. That's about it. Realistically, I like to lie to myself that it lasts a week, but it never does. But I'm still kind of like I have shit to pick up. I'm getting too slow, so fuck this. I'm taking measures. Going to a psychologist, doing all this fucking shit. I know the theory, but if I don't practice it, then
I'm proud of you.
Oh, suck a dick, dude. Don't say the word,
really am.
the P word after I actually made some progress. Everybody can make plans, including
No, I'm
this.
not proud of you.
All right, good. I need some tough love, you fucking cunt. Love you, buddy. I'm kidding.
I fucking love it, dude.
I want it now.
Hey. Don't steal. We don't steal. It's from
It's a form of tribute.
It's from a tribute. I want it. Wait. Somebody asked, is it chill if I watch this podcast tomorrow? No.
What do you mean tomorrow?
Like tomorrow, like just close it now and maybe watch the replay.
Yeah, sure. That was a joke, I know, but it was a bad joke. That's the problem. And now he's not gonna watch it at all. Starting now.
It was a little the guy with Wiz Khalifa. It was a little joke, but seriously, Snoop smokes 80 blunts a day, and it's for sure. It's for sure, dude.
Really, dude?
It's for sure, dude.
Jesus. Dude, are you there with him and just all you see is his PR? Come on, man. I'm not saying he couldn't do it in a day, but it wouldn't be every day. Fuck that. He seems pretty coherent. I'm wondering what his upper is, Snoop's. That's a downer, right? You need an upper.
When the pimp's in the crib, man, drop it like that.
You think Snoop does coke? Like
I think he
regularly?
did for sure, but I don't think.
You think, dude?
I don't think.
Of course he did.
I don't think now. No, I don't think so.
You think no?
No, I think he's too chill, and actually, I think he's kind of old. How old is he? Wait, I'm gonna search it up. I think let's make a bet. I bet on 60. No, 60. Yeah, I say 60.
I'm gonna go with 54.
If you're a motherfucker and you searched
But it doesn't
before,
matter though, because when it comes to coke, I never tried it and I never will fuck coke. But dude, when it comes to coke, you're never too old to think you're young enough to not die from it. You understand?
Oh Jesus, he's 47. Actually, I thought he's older.
Next time we're putting some money on it.
Okay.
Makes it interesting.
Yeah.
I played this game with my girl. It's called Guess the Time. And when we get too phased, maybe every once in a while, when she joins me, right, we watch a movie or other stuff, and then we lose track of time. We just look at each other. Guess the time. And then we bet on little things that... Actually, she's my girl. I'm pretty proud of that. Like, most girls will fucking try to weasel their way out of a bad bet. Like, when they lost, my girl fucking follows up if she loses it. So I like it. It feels honest. Guess the time. Right, so this is that part of the podcast. God knows I have a million things to say about weed, but this is what's frustrating me right now because I'm a fucking cunt and I need to share it with y'all. So either if you smoke or you don't, I hope at least it gives you some perspective from wherever you're standing. Maybe on your high horse, like I was in my dude. Up until 24, I was like, I smoked weed. Like some of my friends, I give weed to smoke it. Like I have one puff or two. Oh, it's pretty good. But I always I was so harsh. I was like, these hippie cunts, fucking cunts. Like look at them, just waiting to life away. And you know, I understand even if you're judgmental about this shit. Just keep an open mind, and you never have to do it. But who knows? I wish I had legal fucking weed, or at least some CBD oil when my fucking dad was in pain and they wouldn't give him the fucking morphine from the hospital. Like at least I wanted this country to be Romania, to be more open-minded about this shit, because alcohol is legal, and I know this is the classic argument, but it's so legal, and I never...
It's not legal, it's so legal.
listen, dude. You know how many birds of the feather flock together? You know how many fucking potheads I have around me, especially when you go towards that artistic side and you start bumping shoulders with quote unquote artists. Fucking hundreds. You know how many fights I saw started from weed? Zero, dude. Zero fucking both people on weed. Maybe, yeah, sure, there's an exceptional case when everybody's fucked up and whatever, something. I heard about them. Personally, never saw a fucking fight. You know how many alcohol fights I saw, man? Pfft, forget about it. Even my friends are, even me being involved. Dude, when I was in England, I was in my master's, fucking, we went out to this fucking party. And this dude, I forgot his name. He was Portuguese. He was part of our gang. And he had another Portuguese buddy. And we went, there's a lot of people fucking dancing and shit. And then suddenly people start swinging. You join in because we thought our buddies were being attacked. We go fucking swing. I got my shoulder, my fucking elbow snapped. I just jumped. You know, I had to put it back, or it had to be put back. And it turns out these fuckers, they got so drunk that they went to the girls and said like, we just want to fuck you. And the boyfriends were like right there. So the boyfriend just started swinging on them. I think they even tried to touch them or some shit. We're talking 2011. Now it feels like ages ago. But yeah, they were cunts. They were good people when they were awake. They were cunts then. Want to know what the fuck they would do on weed? They would be smooth as butter, cool as fuck. Chill out, man. I can't say this to this fucking girl. What if I say something slick or something, or pull it? You start thinking a bit in depth. You can go to self-doubt at that point, but I don't think so. Fuck alcohol. How is that legal? But yeah, you can judge if you want. There's no worries. At least try it once. At least if you have somebody who deals with pain, at least try to give it to them. See how they feel. And if all else fails, you know, do coke. I'm kidding. Stay in school, kids. You fuck faces. Love you.
Somebody told you that CBD oil is legal in Romania.
Yeah, no, it's fucking legal. It's too late now. I'm trying to. Is that working for you guys? I mean, I have a couple of buddies who swear by it. I know it fights like weed. It also fights anxiety. But for the ones who use it, do you have a noticeable improvement? And did you take the time to like self-analyze with and without it to see sort of to what extent it helps you? Write in the comments, please. I'll actually read them later on, please. All right.
Johanna said, cake when?
Cake when?
When, yeah.
Who's Johanna? Is it my girl?
Yeah.
Oh shit. What's up, baby?
Another weed. Who's gonna? It would be good if at least they would decriminalize it.
Yeah, they should at least decriminalize it, but they're fucking cunts. But there's no one to run for on that platform, at least not in Romania right now, not in the European Union so far. But it's redundant, dude.
Someone said, I've been having back pains for most of my life because of my height. I'm using hemp seed oil capsules, and also CBD oil, and it's awesome.
Whoa. They had what pain?
Back pain.
Dude, I fucking have back pain. Are you cray? I know. I'm going to try it. And for my buddy Andrew, who insisted, he gave me his CBD oil, and I refused.
And hemp seed oil capsules.
Whatever, yeah. It has CBD in it, I think. Right? Hemp is like...
I don't know if it's a she or a he, but it said that both, not just one or the other.
They combine them. Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's you have to look it up, but yeah, it's supposed to be quite miraculous for fucking menstrual pain and fucking back pain and all this shit. God knows I need it. I told you last week I have a bad back, so thank you. I will definitely. I know the benefits of it. I just have to order it.
Try to use the massage roller that you bought.
Dude, it's too fucking. You want to exchange with me?
No.
Come on, motherfucker.
No.
Mine's too rigid. I paid extra because it said, "Oh, extra rigid." I didn't even know what the fuck I was talking about. It's like knives. Rigid. For people who don't know what the fuck we're talking about, it's about What's the
it's like a roller, but it's for a
people
massage.
don't know what the fuck a roller is. It's like this little tube
You
thing.
want me to go and grab it?
No.
No, it's a tube, and you just sit on it, and you use it to massage your muscles, and you can also put it on the wall, and do like this, like in the.
And put your penis in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, it's a tube made of some sort of like hard plastic, and it's dressed with these little pillows, little shapes. They're kind of rigid but also soft, and it's supposed to help with circulation. And
You're kind of rigid, but also soft.
I'll press one random. Oh shit! We need to put new sounds, dude.
Yeah,
this is killing me.
Yeah, and it's very good. I had it for I think 2 or 3 years now. I only used it when I went to the gym after the workout. But now, like for I think 1 month and a half or something like this, I used it every morning.
Yeah,
every morning.
That was in my fucking plan. Yeah,
and it's very good. I can tell you that I had a lot of shoulder problems. I got rid of them. And sometimes
how the
maybe
fuck do you use it on your shoulder though? Because it's like,
you put it on the wall,
yeah,
and you just go like this. Because otherwise you can't.
I don't think that's sustainable for me.
No, it's okay. Trust me, and it's more.
I got to rub against the wall every morning.
Yeah, like
How about you get a diploma and then I'll listen to you?
Well, it worked for me.
Yeah,
so enough. Can work for you too.
Sure thing. You too can be president.
You too.
Said the parents to a generation of overly expecting ungrateful cunts. Us. And younger. Talking millennials, dude. What the fuck?
I'm starting to see a difference between me and the next generations, and it's starting to be... It's weird. I mean, it's weird because I'm only 23, and I wouldn't think that that different, but I think it's a difference.
Listen, dude, if one thing I said in the show is that everything is, when it comes to this shit, it's cyclical. So you're just going to get old if you start jump on them because they fucking do the fun they want. I think they're kind of like cunty nutsies right now, a bit too out for blood, but there's also a counterculture to that where there's a lot of people forming nice communities. So I'm trying to stay positive. I don't think the world is lost as long as we try to communicate, but in the end, it will cycle through. I bet in like 5 years, the whole posh era will be back again with the fucking ties and the fucking like slick hair and ladies. I think it's gonna go back to that at some point because now it's all just like fucking like forehead tattoos and pierced cunts or whatever.
Too street.
Yeah.
But
who likes a pierced pussy? I mean,
even I never tried it, but I think it's interesting. It depends on the pierce.
I don't like it. I don't feel it.
I'm not disliking it though. It's now that I think of it, I like a pierce in the belly. I find it very sexy.
Yeah,
very sexy.
Of course, belly, whatever the fuck. But when it comes to like, I know it's called. We also call it a tool. I don't need to like hit screws and shit when it comes to like. I don't need to. If you want to tear it apart, you can tear it apart. But I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta find your way.
I don't have to fucking like it. And then again, that's a little part. Here's what we don't tell you, ladies. Who gives a fuck? We can, as men, we're very good at compartmentalizing attraction. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she's kind of ugly, but she has great tits and ass. You thought I was going to say personality. Personality too. And the right personality is for her to do exactly what the fuck you want her to do. That's her personality, to see you as a god. I love you because you love me, because I feel like you're in love with me. Otherwise, if I, cunt.
True.
Are cunts.
I just found a good subject for the 5 minutes and sex. I will write it down so that I will not forget about it. But it's about this, the little things we do for women, but also so smart. Wait a sec.
Am I going out of shot, dude?
Wait a sec. No, you're good.
All right. Oh, fuck. I think I'm keep going closer to this fucking arm. We still got to think out the angles because we have a 2 camera setup now.
Yeah.
Like my plan, folks, every week is to improve this fucking podcast. Maybe there's gonna be background music. Maybe there's gonna be intro, outro. Maybe we have animations.
Maybe we'll start the podcast in the first try.
Yeah. Maybe I'll actually post that fucking interesting artificial intelligence podcast I did with my buddy, and it's still not edited yet because we couldn't do a live. Maybe a lot of things, but definitely it will improve episode by episode. Looks pretty dope for a low production.
Word.
Right? Like, it's pretty high production, let's face it, but for a kid. Can I call myself a kid at 32, man? I don't think I can anymore.
I think you can call yourself, we all have a kid in us, even when you're 80, I think.
I can hear the fucking, what are you, Lion King? Like, what the fuck?
Simba. Jesus, that scene was so fucking sad. I remember every time I cried at that scene, I was like, no, Simba.
I don't know. Do you still cry?
I actually think that if I see that scene, partly from seeing it when I was young and crying and remembering it, and partly from the actual scene, because it's a very fucking good cartoon, like movie, I think I would drop a tear. I would shed a tear.
Are you ashamed to
cry?
Not to cry around a girl when it comes to this shit? Obviously. You know what? You know what always gets me, dude? Schindler's List. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know how you do. You know, fellas, how life is. Girls, they're too distracted by too many, cunts that lie to them, and they don't know exactly where they stand in the world. So they don't have time always, unless they're particularly passionate about it, to actually watch good movies and shit. Not that all men do, but it's your duty when you have a new girlfriend to show her the classical movies that you know she'll enjoy, because you see that trait of personality within her, whilst trying not to be a cunt and look at her the whole time. Like, did you get that joke? Like, right? You have to do that. But hold on. But when it comes to Schindler's List, dude, I don't give a fuck if I wanted to impress the girl, so I never gave her truly a fuck anyway. But I always cry at Schindler's List. He goes like, this pin, 20 more souls, or whatever the fuck he says, right? Why am I still doing this voice? Like, I'm crying.
I know.
It goes, and I'm not even.
You're losing.
I let it slide with a stoic face. And I also make sure I angle myself so the light of the screen catches her, where she sees like, this motherfucker. Like, I never see him flinch, and now he cries, just sheds a little tear.
Then just
all I'm saying is all I'm saying is I'm doing it, but also I consciously know that it's a bro move. It's a pro move.
Yeah, well, it's pretty hard to cry when you watch like Fast and Furious and stuff like that, and like, oh God, Paul Walker. No, he's driving too fast. He's too furious. Yeah,
poor guy, dude. Come on.
Yeah, but yeah, Lion King. I haven't seen the movie yet. Have you?
The new one?
Yeah.
No, dude. Fuck it. I'm tired of it, because it's a milking. It's a cash cow.
But maybe it's good, like Mowgli, like Jungle Book.
Listen, dude. Here's the problem. You wanna know the problem? The problem is the studios, they can't make, because of the internet. There are no longer medium budgets. There's only blockbuster, high budgets, or indie films. In the old days, you could have like a $20 million film, like a $50 million film. Nowadays, that sparsity, that normal distribution, it's very changed. It's more to the extremes now, right? So when they do, the big studios, they do want to launch a blockbuster, they only appeal to the only thing they fucking know. Nostalgia. They play it safe. Sure. They play it safe. They do these fucking remakes that I don't know if they improve the original or... On the one side. On the other side, I saw a video today that this dude argued that maybe all these remakes, like he was arguing the point of musicals, right? And he was saying there was a period when Broadway had fucking musicals, when movies were made of musicals, but that trend went away. And now because of these remakes, these kids, the musical only kind of got constrained around animation nowadays. Maybe we had a little Les Miserables or whatever the fuck every now and then, but mostly. So he argued that maybe these remakes can bring the art of the musical to younger kids who never had to know about them. So maybe it has some its plus sides, but overall, I think it's just are there no more stories to be told, dude? It's an infinite possibility of combinations that we can go through in movies and messages we want to give, and we just end up remaking movies. Fuck that.
Yeah, but in a way, every piece of art, including movies or music, or it's a recycling of something that it was already
but
made. This is blunt. This is
like copying the same text. You write a good text for a girl, and then you just copy the same intro text to every other girl. You know, you have a chance you want to fuck because your balls are full. That's how this is. Like, you can say the same intro fucking thing to a girl in different ways and play with it, and that's what. Yeah, there's nothing truly original nowadays, and I don't think it ever was. I like to think I'm smart, but probably I never had fucking 5 original thoughts in my head. You're a product of what other people said, and then you just expand on that. And you then realize that other people expanded on that way more than you ever did, and then that's how you become old and humble. Just put in the work. I had a point before, and now I'm stuck making this gestures to your face. Oh shit, sorry.
Word.
Hold on.
Word.
Do a face. All right.
But
I think I just coughed in everybody's fucking.
But by the way, the CBD guy who wrote.
Are you a girl, dude? Or
No. I think he's a guy.
Okay.
He's called Hightower. I think he's the guy.
I probably. What is that? You dick, dude. You
if
overcompensating.
It was a girl. I think
Hightower.
It was named Two Towers. Sorry.
All right.
High five myself.
Like Vali always says, an applause.
Yeah. Yeah. He sent you the picture with the things he used on Facebook.
Who?
Hightower.
Oh. Oh shit. I rarely go into those messages, but I'll try to remember. But no, I'll definitely. Thank you, dude. I'll look it up. Thanks so much. I hope it doesn't go into fucking never see again requests mode, because I don't even know how to access that fucking menu. I think it's more. You'll help me. All right, we'll find this message.
We'll
much
find
obliged.
a way.
Much obliged. And once I get my shit together, I start using it, and if I see any benefits, I'll definitely recommend it to the people.
I can see myself looking down. When I look down, I look Puerto Rican or something like this. It's kind of weird. The Hightower said,
"You look unkept, son. You look like your hair has a million fucking."
I can't be kept.
Well, if I had a pussy, it would fucking throw itself out the window right now whilst being dry.
Totally not fucking.
No, that was a good line.
I know you're a hip hop head. From a musical point of view, search Hamilton, an American musical.
Oh shit, Hamilton! I know, it was a big deal about it. Is it good? What did he say?
I think it's good since he recommended it to you. It's all done with hip hop, rap, R&B by Lil Manuel Miranda. Great rapper. Took him 6 years to write. 6 years.
Yeah,
I bet you it took him maybe 3 years to write, and maybe 1 more year to kind of rewrite it, and then 2 years to raise the budget and raise the motivation to actually do the movie.
Do you know anything about this dude?
No, but I'm just my hunch, because
throw your toilet paper into with the others, buddy. Everybody has an opinion. Just, you know what I think this guy did, dude?
No.
Every day he took his roll, he put it against the wall, he started rubbing his gym roll, and then all these ideas and lyrics came to him. How the fuck do you know? Maybe he wrote it in one night. Some of my best sketches in my shows, the old shows, were written in one night.
Or in one night, but I was saying that I don't think it took him 6 years to write. Now that I think
What's
of
the
it,
longest thing you ever written?
like how much time?
No, like in like script wise or whatever. The fuck.
23 pages
For what?
for my short that I will probably not do in the short term, like in the near future, but
You have 20
maybe
pages
in
on
the
that?
future.
Maybe?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
he's trying to do a short movie where he's the hero.
No, not that one.
Well, which one?
Not that one. The one with the psycho.
Oh,
Psychopath.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Maybe.
you're the sexy psycho.
No, I'm not playing in it.
Fuck you. Who's playing in it?
A friend of mine who's an actor.
Oh, yeah. What's
Yeah.
his name? Give him a shout out.
Shout out to Stama, Alex Stama.
You rock, according to him.
Yeah, maybe I will do it, but in a far future, maybe, because I'm trying to concentrate on something else now.
Get on it.
And that's, it takes a lot of time, budget,
Ambition.
and
Stop chasing tail every 5 seconds.
No, I think that's.
I'm not judging. I did it
problem.
worse than you probably, but all I'm saying is you gotta give something up.
Somebody asked Cosmin, how did you and Jesus met? Well, it was at a crossroad.
Of alleys.
The alleys.
It's just
dark alleys.
A crossroad of carton-filled houses in alleys. That's how we met. Dude,
Jeez.
I'm not gonna fuck with you. No homo now, but
Yeah.
definitely it takes off the kid face. But you also mature. Like you're not fucking 19 anymore, right?
No, man. Trust me.
Listen, all I'm saying is, I think I saw a picture of your Instagram a few days ago, and I was like, oh, he looked pretty good. You had it still long, but kind of like shoulder wise, and a bit. It had a little bit of volume in it. It wasn't so like. I'm not trying to get queer for what is it for a straight guy on you, but yeah, I mean, you just trim it out a little bit. The rest of it, I'm sure you're doing fine. Or maybe this is a look. Maybe you want to tell girls, no, I don't give a fuck. There's going to be one hairy pole down there too. So
No.
this is just a warning.
No.
Or are you trying to build contrast? Like, yeah, oh fuck, have them worried, and then you
Dodge and burn, baby. Dodge and burn.
you present this slick dick like, oh shit,
Shout
he
out
was only
Photoshop.
faking.
No, it's okay. I mean, I like it. I'm sure I will not like it one day, but until then, I will like it and I will keep it. So,
All right, 5 minutes and sex. You all ready?
5 minutes and 6. Okay, baby.
All right, here's my trope today. It just came now, so I'm just gonna say that. Fuck.
That's it. That's it. Fuck.
All right. Fuck. Fuck. Shaved pussies. Fuck them.
No,
Fuck them. It's getting out of control. Listen, I never liked them.
I always do. I always did.
Here's my logic, dude.
Okay.
In life, there are 3 types of men. 2 categories, and then 2 separate categories for just one of them. And I'm sure they branch out. But for me, it's alpha male, and no one, I think, is born the same. Maybe you have some gene predispositions, but overall, it's about confidence. It's about how you live your life, right? The conditions you grow up with, and how many times people told you were shit or were good, right? And there's like guys who like to be dominated, and that's fine too. God bless your souls, dude. Fuck it. We need those powerful women somehow to be sustained.
Lose some steam.
Yeah. So they need to like clear the heads. They're yelling at you. You take it like a champ, I guess. God bless. But out of the 2 alpha type of males, right? In my head, there's guys who always like mature girls and guys who always like young girls. And that's a funny thing because I never liked, just like you, as far as you told me, I liked older girls. I've been with girls my age, but also been with girls a lot older than me. And I always liked that. I think that's part of the reason why I like a hairy pussy. It's like, something. You're confident about yourself. Now I'm not talking about like this huge disaster. I'm talking
Yeah.
about a little line, a little V, maybe a little bit of grown hair. You know, I like that shit. Cut with the hairy, non-hairy pussies. I always, it seems to me like a little 5-year-old girl at the beach with you see the little pussies and like, oh fuck, I don't. Let me see a little hair so I know you're all grown up. It's psychological for me. Don't get me wrong, I'm a dude, and when I get pussy, I'm just saying when it comes to beggars can be choosers. So when it comes to sex and men, there's preferences more than more than choices. Because a lot of the time you're like, oh well, you don't have to look at her pussy, or maybe you look at her pussy. I don't know. Fuck. I'm just saying it helps, and you're more mature. And here's the thing, folks. My favorite thing is when it comes to hair, is when you bring a girl home. And girls, you know this. You go like, this motherfucker thinks he's gonna fuck me tonight. Well, he ain't gonna fuck me tonight. But also, you like dick because you're human, right? And you're like, girl, you're not fucking him tonight. And you're not fucking him tonight because you're not gonna shave your pussy. So it's all hairy right there. You definitely don't feel secure enough. So you're not gonna fuck him. But sometimes he has a slick tongue. And also, he might genuinely like you and cut the shit. When a girl gives that up and you take those panties down and pull them a little bit and you can see she's a bit uncomfortable, but you're like, oh, it's okay, baby. You just press against her a little bit, you squeeze her boob a little bit, you just pull those panties a little bit up. She kind of does those cross-eyed like shy girl things. She knows, she swore to herself she's not gonna fuck you tonight, and now you're pulling down her panties and she left all that little thing there. I find it sexy, partly like any other man like me, is because it's a compliment to myself. What are we talking about here? You convinced this girl to have sex with you. And for me, I make it sound selfish, but it's not just that. It's the other part of it. I'm so very grateful to her that she's giving me that hairy beaver. Like, all right, I don't give a fuck. I like you so much that I hope you're not going to judge me. And that's the secret, because ultimately as men, we got to make women feel secure enough to do the dirty things we want to do and pull them into our world, right? And with that, she can find out for that second that you won't judge. Maybe you like it more. Then there's the other side of it. There's the side where maybe you're with a girl for a longer time and she stopped taking care of herself, and then it's not sexy anymore. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm taking care of myself. Mostly. Sure, we have bad periods. I'll understand. You don't understand. But then that's the thing with hairy pussy. They have to have hair. Grow up and grow some balls. The thing is, when it comes to this mature argument, so right, the alpha male split into those guys and I lost my train of thought. Give me a second, people. Let me have a sip of water.
You're just getting close and start going like, be all smooth like, hey baby, are you Aladdin? Because I can see you took your carpet with you.
Oh shit, dude, that's horrible. Hairy pussies, right? God bless them. We need them. Here's the thing, dude. When it comes to guys who like more mature girls, eventually, and this is the secret to life. When you're younger, it's like a flattery thing to yourself, right? I was 22. I slept with a 29-year-old girl. I was like, cool, I'm in the game. She was probably just having some fun after some dude who was jealous. And, you know, maybe she thought she would build this fucking future with him. And then she disappointed him. And now she wants some fresh dick. I didn't see it from that perspective. But we both have to get something from it when you're, you know, as partners, right? But I always thought about it. Where's the cutoff? Because it's not like I'll be 50 and look at 60-year-old women like, yeah.
That's true. I always thought of that.
Yeah. So, right, where is the cutoff, people? Tell me.
I think just the other day or 2 days ago, I thought that I think when I will be 70 or 60 or 70, I'll look at younger women, and I think is this like, you get married, or you choose even if you don't get married, you choose a girl who you'll stick to your whole life, or I don't know, and you get old and she gets old, and it's that thing of you love her, you respect her,
Baby.
maybe you have, I don't think so, have sex with her when you're 70. But it's that thing that you know that person for your whole life, you know?
Are you describing love to me, you dumb fuck? You
No,
don't
no,
think
no,
I know
I'm-
what love is?
No. You know that that
Listen,
person.
dude, listen. I'm gonna cut you off because I'm selfish. Listen, the big problem in life is having a girl that you love whilst not keeping her on the pedestal enough to also make her feel like a woman while you fuck her. And that's an effort because you get comfortable, right? And it's not about that. If she's kind of the same age and you grow together, yeah, maybe you will look, you know, even God, even God likes what's beautiful. What the fuck is that translation of that Romanian saying, right? But shut the fuck up. But yeah, you'll find her sexy in a different way. But I think to keep that polarity, anuses, to keep that polarity, dude, you need to like always kind of be confronting, and not confronting in a bad way, like trying to keep each other up and try and go to like some sort of common goal, and always kind of challenge each other a little bit, like you would do with a very good friend. Like we're your friends, but you know you can get a little bit competition. It's good when that competition gathers around the benefit of your future children or whatever. That's a nice exercise to have as a couple, right? But the challenge always is, how do I still, I like whores. Don't we all like whores? It's, what the fuck are you talking? Are you not watching Pornhub? It's like that side of it where we can just dump our cum and move away. So to be a whore, you have to like, I have to think some things of you, and I can fake it and I can do these little things, but in the moment I can't fake it. I have to believe it. After that shower I was talking about, then we get back to our hormones are empty. We can get back to being humans, and then that's built. But up to that point, I have to believe it, and in order to believe it, dude, I have to face you every day. I can't go into that baby. I hate those couples where there's like 50 babies in a row. Hey baby, can you give me that? Hey baby, nah. And it's like, it's not cute. It's just passive aggressive cement kind of to fill over all the gaps that you don't actually want to pick through with your loved one. Like, don't address this. Fuck that. It's okay. What is it? Has it been a month since we haven't had sex? Like, yeah, I don't know. You were counting. I can't count one. It's been 1 month. I think that's a stand-up comedian did this joke.
My dick counts, not me.
Yeah, so you end up jerking off in the fucking sink at 2 p.m. while she's sleeping, and she's masturbating about her cubicle friend because there's no communication there anymore. If you want to fuck, you know, swing together, but there's at least a communication there. I don't know. Who the fuck knows?
It's hard, man. Hard to keep the balance.
Yeah. Listen, the pedestal, I even have a song about the fucking pedestal. The pedestal is one of the great challenges of human beings. God knows it'll always occupy my mind as how to do it. And I think we'll definitely have nice discussions about it in the future. I like to think what you think. I'm not just saying this so I can build the traffic of algorithms. You can't. But it would be nice to share every now and then. But yeah. Write your opinions. I'm going to read them in the actual comments of the episode, not the live feed. Dumb fuck, so I can see them. Like, stop calling your audience dumb. You know you're dumb, but they know you know you're dumb. So when you call them dumb, shut up, Paul.
The thing I was thinking, and which I wrote down, is, you know, I talked this subject with some girls, and they actually didn't know about this thing. But you know, when you offer a very, very pleasant time to the girl, like lick her pussy, you know, and especially when you have a beard, you know,
yeah,
juices get flowing and through your beard, and it's,
you can keep that smell all day.
It's mesmerizing, but I personally prefer to think also about the girl, and after I lick her pussy and I want to kiss her on the lips, I don't want to be like a sea lion after the sea lion ate, like with blood and not blood, but you know, just never.
I hope you don't eat pussy when you're crossing,
I never did
when you're Moses and parting the Red Sea.
No, it's okay. And I don't want to be like a barbarian and do like this, you know. So I gently rub my face against her thighs, you know, like.
While you're wiping yourself?
While I kiss her thighs, you know, so that it's
It's-
smooth and she doesn't get it.
It has a matte like
Yeah,
touch.
exactly,
Like-
exactly. I also did that, like, and then I kiss her, and
You think she doesn't notice?
I
what you're
actually
doing?
talked with some girls and they didn't notice.
No.
And I think it's a good thing to do, like a gentleman thing to do. Also, for her, like I'm thinking about her, like not wanting to.
Well, that depends, because girls are like they, because they're smaller, they have to be more perceptive, and I truly believe that's what woman intuition, the so-called woman intuition, is they have to be more perceptive. But once you put a finger in their pussies, they lose all that shit. They're all over the place. They're suggestible. God bless them. That's what we like. That's why we can pull them into our games, right? But maybe because she was all like feeling good, she didn't feel. But who knows? Girls think we're less perceptive than we fucking are. Some of us, we are more perceptive than others. Girls?
Yeah, then you think.
Yeah. I'm sure some girls did it. I'm sure you didn't do it to one girl. So.
Of course.
Yeah. Shit. Like when girls like, they swallow, but they say they're going to swallow and then you do it. And then when she's about to swallow, she like drops it. Like, do you think I'm not looking straight at you? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Like if anything, like I said in that episode, you're recording 1,000 frames per second because your adrenaline is up and you're all that fucking like kind of like shame starts to come down much after like you come. Like it's building down for us. It's even more like and to keep that magic alive until the shower, you have to like keep the mood going. It doesn't end with the fucking cum. It has to keep it, force yourselves, because that's how you get it. Don't go straight to the towel. Talk a little bit. It's okay. Wipe it off her chin and put it back in her mouth. Hey, play with it. The girl's the same. Like fucking maybe scratch them a little bit. It's not over yet. Feel your heartbeat. Squeeze, have a little hug. Don't jump straight for the water. Not always, at least, because sometimes you're in a fucking hurry. Maybe you have kids. I understand, but mix it up, dude. Keep in mind to fucking do that shit. I took all that away from you, buddy. But yeah, I think they notice. I think some of them notice, but they just don't care.
Do you?
What if you have lube in there or something and you just rub and then you're like Santa Claus? What if it gets white? What if it gets white, Paul? Don't get gross, but what if it gets white?
If it gets white, it gets white. And I'm bringing the presents.
Ho.
Motherfucking ho.
All right, that was 5 minutes in sex for today. I hope you liked it. How far are we in? Do we have a timer on this?
No, we don't. But I think it's an hour and a half or an hour 15, something like that.
Yeah, I think we started at 9. Oh
shit,
it's 10:30.
Can you put the podcast on Spotify? We will do that.
Dude, that's so long term. I still don't have a fucking website. I'm handling another fucking company too. I'm also handling my business with the fucking video production. It's cray. Like I'm building this up, but it takes work. And if I want to do it the way I want to do it, y'all gotta have to be patient with me. God knows I've been with you. Paulie, thank you so much for today. It was awesome.
Thank you too, man.
Thank you people for watching, and we will catch you in another week. Wednesdays at 9 p.m.
For sure.
I think we have to wait for 10 seconds now.
Yeah, of course. Should we put a obnoxious song?
No more obnoxious songs.
Then we'll just sit like this.
Let's do the dance again. All right, you know what the fucked up thing is? I have to go all the way there to do it.
Oh.
Do it.